Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, I am your host, J-Square John Jeremy, and last we left off, we had finished up our missions on Tatooine, eliminated Master Yonlock, and have now made our way to the planet of Alderaan, Jaisa Williams' home planet. We need to speak with Duke Kendo, who apparently is supposed to be finding the Williams' family, but is instead focused on winning the crown of Alderaan. As you can see, we've got ourselves a new outfit here to celebrate the occasion of a new planet. This one here, a bit more armor-esque. This is a planet currently undergoing a civil war, and I think it feels at least somewhat regal. If I could change one thing about it, it's probably the shoulders. I'm not a fan of those sharp shoulders, but it is actually a more powerful uniform than the last one, the Malevolent Interrogator one, because these ones are geared up for level 65. So, let's go ahead and make our way over to Alderaan and see what new occasions lay in wait for us. Alright, we've now touched down on Alderaan, and before we move on, I just want to make very clear, I have never been to this planet. You can take a look at that via the legacy system here. Alderaan, 0%. I've done none of the achievements here, so I'm really excited to see a place that I've never seen before. And I'm just kind of surprised that we're doing it with a level 65 character, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, I just realized I need to... Do I not get my companion out here? Or what's up with this? Hold on. Where's my companion? Revive companion, vehicles, pets, legacy. How do I get my companion out? That's not the right button. That's not the right button. Maybe this is the right button? Vet, can I bring you down? I guess not. Do I get no companion here? That's not going to be good. We'll just see about that. Alright, I figured out how to summon a companion, and for this particular planet, I think we're going to go ahead and go with Vet. We haven't had a chance to go with her for a bit, and let's go ahead and talk to Gior.
Greetings, my lord. I bring the good wishes of Moff Sarek, the officer entrusted with annexing this planet. He has been anticipating your arrival.
Okay. What's this about?
Bring me up to speed.
I would not presume to answer that. The Moff can explain to you himself.
Good day, my lord. It will well serve the aims of the Empire to have so accomplished a Sith on this planet. I expect you care little for the niceties of politics here, so I will be brief. The Empire intends to use Alderaan's succession struggle to bring it into the fold, and I'm offering you the opportunity to play a pivotal role.
Anything for the Empire, obviously.
Alderaan will make a fine jewel in the Empire's crown.
The heir to Alderaan's throne was recently assassinated, right after withdrawing from the protection of the Republic. The planet's in civil war, and for the first time in thousands of years, without the armies of the Republic to bring order.
A divided world will fall quickly.
Yes, we must make our move now, while the throne stands empty. We have an alliance with one of the noble houses, House Thul. The house was exiled 60 years ago after a failed bid for power, and came to us instead. Unfortunately, they have proven too weak to do what's needed.
You want me to change that?
Do they need the fear of the Emperor put into them?
Yes. Jorad, one of the Thul Lords, insists on following Alderaan's rules of civilized warfare. I want you to show him warfare is far from civil. Several of Thul's vassal houses have rebelled since Thul's connection to us became public. This cannot be allowed. Take a slave collar from my man here and drag one of these rebels to our weak-willed Lord Thul. Kill the rest and leave them where they fall.
That will certainly send a message.
They will learn that the best way to survive is to submit.
These lords of Alderaan must lose their foolish pride. Those who will not bow must break.
All right. Vet was not a fan of my responses there. Vet, not necessarily the Imperial-loving companion that Quinn is, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead now and... oh, wow. Okay. Quite intriguing here. I didn't think that Alderaan would be a snowy planet. Oh, that's only one section of Alderaan, that is. It seems very similar to Earth in a way. So the Thul Chamber of Politics is right over here, and then we've also got Rebelling Thul Noble House. The terminal for the heroic missions are here. How many heroics are there here on Alderaan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heroics here. Alright, we'll get to them in due time throughout the course of our missions here. And, oh, we got mail as well. Let's take a look at the mail. Achia 1, the Sons of Palawa remember. You brought the ghost of the deserts upon us. You have been asked never to return. Yet you are a warrior born. We fought the ghosts as they transformed our village one by one into whispering machines. You met them and slew them at our side, fighting with the Sons of Palawa. Some of us honor you, even as we hate what you brought. You will be remembered in secret, and we will learn to fight as you fought. Under two suns we live on, we rebuild, and we become greater through hardship. Okay. Ah, Captain Gola. You were as much a part of the expedition on Tatooine as myself or Darth SWTOR. Instead of suffering major casualties, my team would have been wiped out without your aid, so I wanted to pass this along, despite regulations. The Science Bureau has been examining the alien box you recovered from the Zerka laboratory. I can't get a full report, but I gather they built a secure, clean room in which to communicate with it. Progress is slow, and rumor has it one examiner has already lost his mind. Maybe it's best out of our hands. They also sent a small package marked for you, attached. More progress. We got a miniature chemical disassembler. A nice little companion gift, I guess. Okay. Let's take a look here. So, this is Alderaan. And we are making our way towards the Thul Chamber of Politics. I like the design of this planet. It's certainly very different from Tatooine sand. And Lord knows I've been on Droman Khas far too many times. Alright, we've found or discovered Thul Palace. We now need to speak with Duke Kendo and place a shock collar on a rebelling noble. That shouldn't be too hard to do. They think us weak and unable to defend ourselves or discipline others. We shall show them that is a mistake. Where is that rebelling noble? Over here, it looks like. Mandalorians? No, that's... what's that symbol for? That's
for... a piece of prime real estate. The Thuls built until they ran out of room, huh?
Yeah, you know, that's also something that I missed. Quinn never talks like that. Talking about how the areas that we're in, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I've never heard him once say anything about the lands we enter, which is also something that I've missed. Let's see. There's somebody inside here that we need to place a shock collar on. The question is, how do we get inside? Ah, right through here. Hello, rebelling noble, huh?
For a free Alderaan!
You're good to go.
You now have a shock collar on you? And we can take the noble to Lord Jurad Thul, who is this way. Apparently we have 29 minutes and 40 seconds to do this in, so plenty of time, I guess. I can see a mission giver over there already. I like it. Always a fan of more things to do here. Alright there, House Thul. I bring you a rebel noble. This place is far too big. This place is bigger than the Korriban training ground. Not a fan of this. Look at him. Look at him sitting on his throne. What is this nonsense? You're not even the Duke. You're a lord. Why are you sitting on a throne?
What is... who... Krymar? Is that Krymar Novan? That's a free nobleman of Alderaan. Unhand him. Who are you? What's this about?
I am a Sith.
If you are to join the Empire, you should take more care to recognize those in power.
My lord.
All of Alderaan will be thrown into chains because of you.
I will give you a chance. Submit, and you'll be spared.
The Empire asks only your obedience.
Alderaan has been free for as long as your empire's existed.
I've explained to Moff Sarek before. Perhaps you'd have more luck trying to lure ants with honey.
And I explained that honey is quickly eaten and turned to dung.
Sir.
I did as you asked.
Thul vassals will now think twice about rebelling.
Excellent. I am pleased with your work. Very pleased. I would like to make you the voice of the Empire in House Thul. Aid Jurad and his men in crushing resistance to our rule. Obey her as you would me, and with the same penalty for defiance. Tell her what must be done to secure Thul's hold on Alderaan.
Yes, sir. My lady.
Let's start planning.
What do we move on to now?
I suppose the Moff expects us to take on House Organa. They're one of our oldest noble houses and loyal to the Republic. Until recently, they've been without an army, but they've got supporters all over the planet, including here.
You'll never find them. They've got top-of-the-line cloaking better than anything the Empire makes. No probes will get through, no spy sats, nothing.
I'm not worried.
I'm smarter than a probe droid.
House Organa denied raising an army, claiming it's just patriots defending their lands. But their attacks are too organized. We'll never find every group. We need to get inside their planet-wide communications, and that means finding a base with a physical link to slice into.
Where should I start looking?
Just tell me where to go.
The Organa guerrillas have a base hidden in some cave or other natural camouflage. There should be a master comlink there, guarded by their best soldiers. If you insert this computer spike, it'll give us a backdoor into all their communications.
If we slice into their command center, we can avoid falling into any traps.
House Organa will not make another move without us knowing.
All right. Let's go ahead and grab these crystals here, and now to gain some influence with Vet. Let's go ahead and speak with Duke Kendo here about Shakedown. Rocket power!
You lack patience, Duke Kendo. There are standard procedures that must be adhered to.
Your disregard for our family rules is appalling. You are an abomination. Goodbye, cousin.
Fools. They won't be feeling much of anything for long.
Duke Kendo, Darth Barris sent me.
What? You're not on my schedule. I don't appreciate being interrupted. Barras isn't even on my radar, Sith. I have a war to wage and personal ambitions to achieve here.
Listen, we can help each other, and I'm giving you this one chance to agree.
Aiding Barras may help you achieve those ambitions.
Please, don't try to manipulate me. I have Sith bodyguards of my own now. Tell Barras I'm through being his lackey. Femres, escort this intruder away. Kill her if you have to.
I'm sorry, Duke Kendo. We are assigned to protect you and support your interests in the struggle for Alderaan. But we serve the Emperor first, and we will not cross Darth Barras or his apprentice.
It's good to know some people have respect.
We consider you an ally, friend.
Okay. That was unexpected. It seems I may have been hasty regarding your master's needs. How can I make amends?
Submit.
You can start by bowing to me, too.
Of course. Consider it a small demonstration of my repentance. I pledge the same level of focus that had me so absorbed in my own work. I pledge myself to your directives, and as I aid you, perhaps you'll be moved to help me in mine.
Perhaps.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I am focused and at your service. As I recall, Darth Barras wanted information on a young Alderaanian girl who was taken off-planet to train with Jedi Master Nomen Karr. I was to locate her family, so that you could, well, send the girl a message.
You are correct?
That is my understanding.
The truth is, information about this girl is difficult to come by. I managed only one lead. Nomen Karr's Padawan fits the description of the former handmaiden of a noblewoman in House Thul named Lady Renata. I've questioned her already, but Renata is protected by House Thul's greatest champion. The man has never met his match in melee.
I'll be fine.
There's nothing I can't handle.
If I may, once you've eliminated her protector and gotten what you need, I would personally be very indebted if you'd arrange to have Lady Renata brought to us for questioning.
We'll see.
I'll take it under consideration.
All right. I just hope the mood strikes you. While House Thul is a small player on Alderaan, it is affiliated with House Organa. Therefore, Lady Renata's estate is in hostile territory and very well defended. Be cautious.
Thank you.
You've been most helpful.
Well, your mission is now my mission. It's supremely important to me that you succeed. I do hope to see you soon. Until then...
Excellent. I wonder why, when I'm with Quinn, I only get influence with Quinn, but when I'm with Vet, I get influence for Vet and Quinn. That's intriguing, too. Also, I think that is the I don't know if it's the very first time, but it's one of the few times that Varel has showcased her power to make another person simply submit to her will. Even one as defiant as the Duke there. Let's see now. We can go to Lostar Cave right now and take care of listening in. Let's go ahead and do that next. Alright, we're now going to be infiltrating the guerrilla base. And when they say infiltrating, they kind of mean just decimating. Decimating the resistance base. It's a big difference there between the two. Want to make sure the game clarifies that. Alright, after eliminating all the threats in the way, let's go ahead and spike the comm relay and see what we can find.
Impressive work. You can see we now have access to the Organa systems. They're all talking about the ruthlessness and brutality of the recent attack. They do train you Imperials well, don't they?
Quit sniveling.
Find some self-respect, worm.
Moff Sarek told me to respect you, not to submit to schoolyard taunts. Now that we can monitor the Organa's communications, it should be possible to...
Lord Thul, the base is under attack.
Send aid quickly. Border Outpost 2 under attack. I repeat, under attack.
Perimeter defenses breached. We're under attack by assault droids. Repeat, a coordinated attack by probe and assault droids.
Blood of the Queen.
What's happening?
There's an attack on one of your bases.
One we could handle. The data feeds are showing all 3 of our border outposts are under attack. A coordinated assault, hunter-killers and probe droids. All I've got out there is a skeleton crew. You're the only one close enough to reach them in time. Please, save my bases, and bring me the memory cores from any probes you destroy. I want to know who's behind this.
No time to waste.
Good luck.
Every second, more of your men's lives are lost.
Thank you. Now hurry!
Okay. So we get a mission right away here in multiple fronts. That's no worry at all. Let's go ahead and make our way outside. Alright, we're repelling the border post Venthus attackers here. That's all done. Let's see if we can grab some memory cores while we're at it. I got 1 memory core out of that whole group. That's fine. Let's see now. We need to make our way over to border post Parthos. That is next on the list. Alright, we've repelled the outpost attack on Parthos, and now we're grabbing the last data cores. And now we can return back to Jorad Thul. Let's go ahead and just quickly fast travel right over there. Saved your bacon twice then, huh, Thul? Or Thul, just saying. I like Thul better, though. Of course, that's not the guy's name, so that's neither here nor there.
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work. I don't know what the Organas were after, but that attack was long in the planning.
Well, their plan failed.
It was a costly defeat for them.
Oh, they have deep pockets, but it won't be quick to rebuild such a force. Who's the source of these? What were they looking for? And quickly!
The programming signatures point to Lord Cedric Kilesa.
Lord Kilesa is my vassal. He swore loyalty to me personally when we returned from exile.
What was the target?
Were the droids after something in particular?
The parameters indicate the probes were to join an assault team in a... My lord, this program indicates an assault team massing in a tunnel between here and the Kilesa estates. I don't find any such tunnel on the blueprints.
The siege tunnel! Blood of a queen! They're coming through the siege tunnel!
The castle is under attack?
Does this siege tunnel lead inside?
Yes. It connects directly to the Kilesa estates. And I sent the guard to defend the outposts. That was his plan. No one's used it in centuries, but the tunnel opens right under this room. What are we going to do?
They will not win.
I will hold back this army myself if I have to.
You have proven a better friend than I expected. Moff Sarek gave us cartons of thermite explosives. They take time to set up, but they pack a punch. If you take them into the siege tunnel, you can collapse it on Cedric and his army. Seal the access, so they can't threaten us again.
Where to?
How do I get into this siege tunnel?
There's an entrance to the tunnel nearby. The storeroom is in the same area. I'll recall my troops to defend the surface, but there's no doubt the real battle will be below. Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and retrieve the thermite explosives. They're back outside. Nope, they're back over here. Traitor. Now, let's go ahead and grab these supplies here. Give me that thermite there. All right. Plant explosives on key supports. So he wants us to take down his building, huh? Well, kinda gonna be a thing, you know. Oh, I have to go outside for this? No. I go this way. It's the basement. I see. I see. And then this is where the battle is going to be. Where are you? There you all are. Kalesa engineers. Defeat them all and we will come out on top here. So you guys are traitors, huh? Get out of here with your nonsense. I don't support any such traitors in my midst. When you swear loyalty, you swear loyalty. Except for, you know, me personally. Me, I'm of the mind where if I'm powerful, I win. Just saying. Except for when Darth Barris is nearby. Then at that point, then I'm like, oh my lord, how good to see you. What can I do to serve you, etc., etc. Let me go ahead and tag this key support pillar before I forget. Right there. Alright, that's number 1. I like how the mission is subterranean slaughter. Okay, good, good. Where is the second? Oh, right there. Got it. Planting device. Number 2. That up. And number 3. These engineers. Bonus mission complete. Right over here, it looks like. Hello. There we go. Put blast the explosives in place.
You're good to go.
Confront Lord Cedric Kilisa. This is the droid they used to get inside, the tumbler droid. That's funny. Oh, he's got something of a power in him. Nothing too crazy though. We can certainly take him out. And down he goes. Okay, right through here. There he is. How you doing there, buddy? Your plan kinda ruined, huh? Yeah, I figured as much.
So, you're the Imperial puppet who taught House Thul to bite instead of bark. Does he lick your hand? Fetch your slippers? Real Alderaanians will never bow to the likes of you.
You know it's a lost cause, right?
No one world can stand up to the might of the Empire.
I would sooner see Alderaan blasted into space debris than given over to the Empire. You don't even have the guts to fight this yourself, instead of hiding behind a cart and a thermite. If you had a shred of decency, you'd settle this by an honorable duel. You against me.
First off, kind of foreshadowing what we did there in the end with Alderaan, you know, thousands of years in the future. But you want a duel, huh? Fine. Fine. You think you're so powerful. Do you understand who I am? Let's duel.
You against me.
You surprise me, Sith. I heard your kind wouldn't know of honor if they scraped it off their shoe. A duel of skill, then. If you win, I will give my house over to House Thul to use as he will. If I win, you stand aside and let me cleanse Alderaan of this scourge, and tell your Imperial handlers Alderaan lives free or dies! To arms!
Yeah, this ought to be interesting. What was that then, Lord Cedric, huh?
I concede. You have the better skill. Perhaps it is Alderaan's fate to fall to the Empire. I will tell my people. We must find a way to live through these times.
Good. Go. Live. Lead your men.
Show them that sometimes there is more strength in yielding.
I will tell my army to stand down. Thank you for this mercy.
Very good. We can now return back to Lord Jorad Thul and let him know that victory is ours.
The Kalazas just surrendered. My men are returning from the outpost to take them into custody. The Kalazas are saying you are a woman of great honor. I will tell Moff Sarek of your heroism immediately.
They will respect you now.
I have won your place for you fairly, in a way they understand.
An unnecessary luxury, but it did not cost us the battle. This time. The Thuls need not fear any further rebellion in their ranks. It would be a waste to keep one of our few Sith here any longer. General Stanul Thul is coordinating our efforts near House Ald. Speak to him if you'd like to take a further role in this conquest.
You have saved my house's dream of ruling our world, and taught me much about what that will mean. I will not forget.
Well, there you go. A bunch of influence gained with Vet there, and we have taught this lord here, who apparently is the ruler of House Thul, a good lesson in rulership, in that you must have both the carrot and the stick ready to go. What further awaits us here on Alderaan? Find out next time. Hey everyone, J2 John Jeremy here, and I want to thank you for watching. Check out another video from yours truly, or take a look at the playlist for this series. If you haven't done so already, click on the logo to subscribe and keep track of this channel. Until next time, so long, and take care.